Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
So bus. 7:31, 63 degrees outside. Kind of dark sky right now.
I apologize if I'm off my game to get started. I'm frustrated.
What's wrong?
Well, lots of times you and I, quite frankly, we get to do get doing other things, and we don't really even say hi to one another till we start the show. This morning we got to visiting and things, and during our visit I laid down my coffee cup, and I have no idea where it is. And so here I sit without my coffee, and it's driving me crazy.
Well, let's just do this then.
Okay.
Since we're such good buddies.
Yes.
And we get along so well and appreciate each other's qualities and lack of qualities.
Yes.
We'll just play a little Peter Frampton.
Oh, really? And I can go find my coffee
your cup. I'll get a hold of Mark at Tradewinds. We got to get a hold of him.
That was another thing I forgot to do.
That's all right. This will work out fine. We're going to be visiting with Mark, and we believe Mr. Mike Evans will be in starting his fall shows here on The Breakfast Show. So get ready. Going to be a great show today. Stay with us.
everything. We're going to be open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then after that, we'll be closed. So.
Okay. All right. So this is the grand finale. Let's look back a little bit, Mark. I know you said last time we visited that it's been a good summer, a little bit more of a normal summer. The fishing might have been a little tougher, especially in midsummer, than sometimes it is. But boy, you've had a lot of people through there.
Oh yeah. It's been a good year, productive year. We've had a lot of people come in and compliment us, compliment our staff, and that's always good. You know, they never compliment me, but staff they do.
Well, they don't want you to get the big head, Mark. They just don't want you to get. Well, just a little bit of time I spent, and I mentioned this when I was over there for your weekend of saluting veterans and service people. The staff you had in there, they were great. They were right there at the door and wanted to know if there's anything they could do. And you can have the best products in the world, you can have the best food in the world, but if you don't have a staff that presents it well, it doesn't really matter. So I think those compliments mean a lot to you, both personally and business-wise.
Absolutely. We lost a couple of our big assets due to college this year, and they probably won't be coming back. But we got some young kids that this is their first year, and they'll be with us hopefully for 3 or 4 years, and then we had them college kids help train them, so that makes a big difference.
Oh yeah, pass along what they've learned, keep that tradition going. Well, you got a great place there. I had been there before, but I'd kind of forgotten how the whole thing is laid out. And just recently getting a larger boat, Mark, you appreciate the way you're set up where they can swing around, back up, drop the boat in, and then pull away and have not too much worry about that boat sitting there, move it over to where it's not in the way of the dock. It really works slick there.
Yep, and we're going to make some dock improvements this fall and next spring, try and get our some new concrete down. We got a couple. It's the nature of the beast. You got something that sits in the water that freezes and thaws. Your docks just get beat up.
Yeah.
In the wet Mother Nature. So
it takes a toll on them. And one thing I guess over the years that's kind of improved with the docks is the floating docks that you didn't have to secure down into the water as far, and a lot of the wood docks, after a period of time, just the water would take care of those wood docks. So those improvements are appreciated, and having people pull in all kinds of boats, the big pontoons, the fishing boats, pleasure boats, and the kayaks and so forth, they can all go through your place and get onto the water.
Absolutely. And it's nice having our gas pumps right on the water.
Yeah.
That's huge for, people not having to reload their boats after, a day of skiing, or load their jet skis or what have you to go get fuel.
Yeah, and the worry when you're out in the water on a boat, no matter what you're doing, is, am I going to have mechanical problems? I sure don't want to run out of gas out there, because then you got to. I guess it's easier now with cell phones. Maybe you can call somebody and they can come get you, but it's still a kind of a funny feeling when you're floating around, you don't have power because you maybe run out of gas. So just pulling in and catching something to eat and topping that tank off is a real, a good feeling.
Absolutely. And we've had a number of people call in and say, hey, we've got a dead battery or what have you. And if we have a boat in the water, we'll either tow them in or run a battery out to them or run out fuel to them.
Yeah. Gosh.
But we don't always have a boat in the water, but we usually know somebody that's out there.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it is a big family around there. I know there's so many people from this area that we know that a lot of folks spend the whole summer over there, and if not every day, every weekend. And I know that you guys get to know each other and familiar with one another, and that's good too. Yeah,
and it's a good, solid community out there,
Yeah. It's a fun place. It's a happening place, and this is the final big weekend for a lot of folks. A lot of folks will kind of put the campers and the boats away. I always felt like I think we're on the same page. I always felt like for fishing and getting out and enjoying, I always liked it better after Labor Day, because you have a few less people, the weather's a little more comfortable. So there's a whole lot of fishing and camping that can be had around Sherman all the way through, October, really.
Yep, and we're actually going to be open on weekends.
Okay.
All the way through October 10th. October 10th, we have the last tournament that weekend.
Okay.
And that'll be our last weekend we'll be open. So, and then we're going to shut her down for the year, and hopefully the weather holds out where I can actually get some of my projects finished up that I got started this summer.
Yeah, we understand completely. That's the way it is around our house. We have about 3 or 4 things we started that we haven't finished yet. I think people out there can relate to that. But yeah. Well, we sure have enjoyed, again, visiting with you, Mark. It's so much fun to talk fishing and a little bit more than just fishing, because you do all these things, the fireworks displays that you guys are a part of, the veterans and service personnel, a dedicated weekend you have, all the tournaments, especially in the first half of the season, are phenomenal. So it's been a lot of fun talking to you about it.
Yeah, we're just down to 2 of the tournaments left. We got one, the Nebraska Walleye Association, I believe, is next weekend, and then we have the State Crappie Masters, the state championship on Sherman this year. So
that's interesting. The fall of the year isn't like the spring of the year for crappies. Do the crappies kind of light back up again, or do you have to find them in certain areas?
You'll find them out in deeper water, suspended.
Okay.
And I mean, if you can get on them, they're good crappie.
Yeah.
They're starting to fatten up for the long haul throughout the winter.
You bet, and have grown through the summer. So
kind of like us.
Yeah.
About late October, you start fattening up for the long winter.
Yeah. Trouble is, Mark, when we come out of winter, we don't always slim back down.
This is true. This is very true.
Well, hey, it's been a lot of fun. Is there anything else you wanted to mention before we close?
No, I just want to thank everyone that come and seen us at Trade Winds this year, and we hope to see you back next year.
All right, Mark.
Thanks, everything. I want to thank everyone for being safe on the water and around the lake this year.
All right, very important. We'll talk to you a little bit later on.
Sounds awesome.
All right, Mark. Appreciate it.
All right, have a good year, guys.
You too. All right, Mark at Trade Winds Marina. I know his wife's a big help to him. He's got a great staff, and the folks around there. It's nice to have a marina that is ready to help campers and the whole slate of recreation that's out there. And you're very very familiar with the lake over there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful lake. I'll be honest. I mean, growing up, my goodness, I was out at the lake all the time. But I haven't. I'm trying to think the last time I was over to Sherman Reservoir. It's been a long time. So, yeah, I would love the idea of going back over and meeting Mark. We talk to Mark every week, but I don't think you and I have ever met Mark personally. So that'd be kind of fun to do before we get into the wintertime.
Well, we make a lot of threats on this show. And
yes.
We have
a lot of promises that sometimes we don't always follow through on.
We're going to try to keep that one. And plus, of course, the sushi. I want to get that taken care
of. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was one I was hoping you would forget about.
I've contacted my lawyer on the red hair situation. I'm going to send a letter to the redhead.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I believe she has been harassing me.
Oh, she's been harassing you.
Yes, and
well, that's an interesting take on it.
I have a lawyer hired for that. So
do you now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just an update there.
Yeah. Well, please keep me informed on how that all plays out.
His name's Larry.
Oh.
Larry the lawyer. I'm gonna sig Larry the lawyer on the redhead.
So did you discover Larry like through some ad you saw on Facebook or what?
Well, this is actually a little ad on the back of a cereal box.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, that's how you got to know your lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Look who's here.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, that guy looks familiar.
Yes, Mike Evans, Evans Feed. good to have you back in the studio, Mike.
It's good to be here. Good morning.
How you been?
Well, I was doing pretty good till last night about 2 o'clock.
Yeah. In the morning?
Yeah, in the morning.
Yikes.
I've literally lived at this house for, well, I've been going up and down the stairs on this house since I was a baby because it's my grandparents' house.
Yeah.
Went to let the dog out about 2 o'clock and missed the bottom step.
Ooh.
And
that's not good.
Yeah, it wasn't good. So I'm a little stoved up.
Oh, gosh.
Well, you walked in here, so that's a good sign.
I'm very thankful.
Okay.
Was that a kind of a frightening feeling?
It was pretty goofy, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
55 years well, I probably couldn't walk when I was a baby, but maybe 53 years
Yeah,
I've been going up and down the
probably.
stairs, you know.
Oh, wow. Well, I hope you're all right.
Yeah, I think I'll be okay. It's a real busy day, so I don't have much choice.
Yeah.
Can't stop.
Nope, can't stop.
Busy time of year, too, isn't it?
We're flipping into the fall feeding season, and yeah, it's pretty busy. I haven't been here for a couple months, but
Right.
Took a little hiatus and had a lot of things going on this summer, so I thought I was afraid I was going to miss a couple of them, and I thought it'd be better if I just didn't schedule them. And
It works for us. We'll take you anytime, but
I apologize for that.
No. Summer is busy, and it works out. Whenever you can get here, we appreciate it, and, of course, appreciate your business. With the summer, let's go back to fair. Again, I wanted to mention that. I heard your name a lot when we was broadcasting the livestock auction again. I was disappointed. I thought you was going to match Trotter, animal for animal, but
Yeah. You'd have to have pretty big shoes to do that.
but thank you for doing that. I know one of the things maybe you could talk about, and because you know the feed business better than most and a lot of people. I think a lot of times we think when these kids sell those animals that it's all profit, and you know, it's putting. When you hear the price, you think, well, geez, they made a lot of money. Well, they're not totally different than the producer themselves, are they?
No, they make a little bit above and beyond what the market is. That's kind of what it's all about.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's generally a pretty hefty feed bill on the backside of that. And a lot of, if you figured their time in, it's probably a no-win deal.
Yeah.
But they learn so much, and it's a great event, and we really enjoyed being a part of it, and every year we've been going to the sale since clear back when I worked for Tyke Arnold, and they were going to the sale, and when my grandpa was running it back in the 60s, he was going there too and buying livestock. So
Yeah, good tradition.
Yeah.
It's a good learning experience for the kids and for the parents.
Oh yeah,
and then they realize when they pencil it all out that when you get that amount of money, that isn't all profit.
Right.
So it's a good thing to learn.
No, it was a lot of fun, and we appreciated you guys being there, and
we
you were
had
all
fun.
over the place there. So
Yeah, we had a lot of fun, and live video stream was successful again this year. I would say I was surprised because the year before, when they did the goats, it was like there was a few more goats. They were kind of down on goats this past year. But once one of them started, I thought we had 300 babies underneath that arena. This year, none of them really got going, so they were quiet.
it must have been because it was cooler.
Maybe.
Something that helps a lot.
They were more comfortable.
Yeah. And the pigs were pretty quiet this year too.
Yeah, they weren't too bad.
Usually on a Monday morning like that, the pigs seem pretty loud, but they were just fine this year.
Yeah, and for a long time you've been the announcer for the pig show.
Yeah, I've been like 20-some years. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I've never really gone back and calculated it. It was just a fill-in deal, and it turned permanent.
Oh, yeah, one of those fill-ins that turns into a
fill-ins.
permanent job.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, been there.
I remember you saying that day when I happened to catch you, that this was just a kind of supposed to be filling in, and 20 years later you're there. But you do a nice job, and I know the people appreciate that. And it takes a lot of volunteers to put on.
Oh
the
man,
fair.
I can't even. It's got to be 400, I would assume.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's a bunch.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat deal.
So here we are, the edge of fall. A couple more weeks or so of summer on the calendar, but we're starting to see the days shorten up and a little bit cooler nights. And at least we're down into the 60s now.
Yeah.
And that means kind of a change of pace in the producers out there and getting geared up for thinking about harvest and cutting and chopping corn. And
Well, you can just tell by Broken Bow Livestock ads and Burwell ads that cattle are starting to move, and some people are weaning, some people are still sitting decent with grass, so they're creep feeding, and some people are caking their cows and calves, and it's definitely changing.
Yeah.
We have a lot of weaning feeds already in, and I mean, medicated crumbles is a big part of our deal. If the calves get sick, they write them a script, and then we have the product, and we take it out to their ranch or farm and take care of the animals. And right now it's been a tough deal finding corn and cubes, but we're working on it this morning. So
boy,
it's been a struggle.
Gosh darn it! You talk about some guys are doing this, some guys are doing that, some gals are doing this. This rain coverage we had this year for pastures. Talk about spotty. I mean,
yeah. Some areas look fantastic, and then I was up by Rose the other day, and it is really dry up in that country.
Is it?
Yeah, which is weird because a few years ago it was all underwater, but it's pretty short up there. So we're fortunate down here. I know they caught some good rains up by Milburn the other night, and they were kind of needing some up there, and so you with only 2 inches of rain in the month of August, you would think it would look worse than what it is. But you drive it every day on to the west, and it doesn't look terrible.
Not terrible. Again, it's just so spotty.
Yeah.
I mean, right where we live, it just seems like things have just constantly went around us. But you go a few miles one direction or another, and things just look better. So it's certainly been spotty for sure.
Yeah, well, that causes them to react a lot of different ways. You mentioned cubes and cover crops and all of the things that maybe they need to do to have feed this winter.
Yeah, we're selling a lot of lick tubs right now too that kind of stretch those pastures out a little bit, and producers will put them up on the hilltops and stuff to make them go graze things that they normally would not like to graze as much. So you can kind of draw animals in with them, and then of course they get the protein and the vitamins and minerals and energy from these tubs, and we carry the Vitalix brand, and it's been a great tub and well proven in Nebraska. It's a Nebraska company, and they know what they're doing.
Is supply okay on those?
So far, you bet.
Okay, so that's not an issue right now.
Not right now, as long as they can get molasses out of New Orleans. I don't know.
That might be.
I think there's some. I don't think it's all that kind of molasses, but they usually source it somewhere. They'll probably be all right. We're sitting pretty good.
All right. And in this part of the country, it seems weird to hear you say having trouble getting corn.
Yeah, I know. I've never ever thought I'd say that, but it's the truth. And we got a lot of livestock around here. When you figure Thomas's and Adams's and there's a lot of corn that gets sucked out of this country. And all the other little feedlots around and stuff, and then when the price gets where it got earlier this year, most people pull the trigger on it because I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And so that just until harvest gets here, it's going to get. Oh, I think I'm covered maybe, but maybe not. I don't. Depends when harvest starts,
Yeah. So it's just kind of every day you got to work at that to make sure you have something there for them.
It's pretty tough to make chicken feed and horse feed and cattle feed and hog feed. If you don't have corn, you can't make feed. So I might sometimes have to pay a little more for it, but we got to have feed.
Yeah, and a lot of folks out there know that you custom mix and do all of that, and probably be surprising how much of that you do mix and sell to your customers.
Yeah, there's a lot of it that's mixed and bagged and all different types of rations and taken out on the bulk trucks. Just we sell a lot of straight cracked corn from the elevator, and there's always something. But corn's a big part of our feeding industry around here, and probably everywhere.
Yeah.
And I mean, you make distillers out of corn, and so there's a lot of distillers that's fed as well. So it's pretty tight for the first time I've ever seen. You look around and see all these cornfields.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you take a drive and there's corn everywhere.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's strange.
It is, but like I said, most of it's already sold. So yeah.
Well, never know. In 2019 we said, boy, glad this year's over.
Yeah.
With the floods we had, and then we went into 2020 with everything, including now supply and demand for just about every business that's out there is having trouble getting what they would like to get to their customers.
Yeah, it's kind of goofy things that you'd think would be easy to get, you can't get, and parts for trucks and this and that. Everybody's fighting it. It's we might not be saying this year anymore. It might be this decade. I don't know. I hope not. I hope this craziness gets over, but I don't know. It doesn't seem any more settled now than it was in 19.
It does not. I agree with that. You brought some notes. Let's cover what you wanted to talk about there, Mike.
I guess one thing we didn't mention probably is fly control. This time of year, the flies get pretty sticky. And even for the people here in town, we have this dairy aerosol bomb, we call it, but it's a big spray bottle, and it goes a long, long ways. I think it's $17.95 or $18.95, but this can will last you big old can, and we've had those forever, and they're safe to use around the house and stuff. I mean, you don't want to spray it on top of food or anything, but to clear everything out and spray it in your garage or your shop. We sell a lot of that stuff, and then if you want the stuff that you mix up with water, you spray it on your cattle. We have that, and the dust, and the rubs, and the garlic, and a lot of garlic. It's really working good this year.
That's amazing.
It is. Took us 100 years to find out about it.
And garlic's been around forever.
I know.
We just figured it out.
We didn't know cattle would use it like that. It really works.
Good. Anything else you wanted to mention? I know we've talked about it before, but folks, if you feed an animal of any kind, there's a very good chance Evans Feed has it.
Yeah, we kind of cover the full gamut. We got all the pet feed, rabbit feed. I see we got some fish food in this week for somebody, and so we get all kinds of feed. And if we don't necessarily stock it, we get it within a week. But we stock a lot, and we have air conditioned warehouse and an air conditioned part of the back of the store to keep it fresh. And we make sweet feed about every day. Our horse feeds are really fresh, about as fresh as you can get.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's a well-rounded business, I guess you could say.
It is. Does that air conditioning that you have in the store, is it kind of like does it attract farmers and ranchers who need to cool off a little bit?
Yeah, there's a few that hang out. Yeah, always has. Even back before it was air conditioned, there was the old boys. A lot of them used to hang out at places and.
Always think about that. The feed stores and the mechanic shops. You seem like you always had a few dudes hanging around passing wisdom to one another.
Yeah, it for sure. And then what always amazed me with the last generation is the wives would just sit out in the pickup and they'd be in there for 15, 20 minutes and just waiting on old Joe, and I'm not sure if the ladies would do that nowadays.
No. Well, number one, they're probably not there. They got a job somewhere.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And if they are there, they come in and get them and say, we got to go.
Yeah, everybody's in a hurry now, it seems like.
Yeah, but now they have their phone to look at.
True, that does help.
So.
Or they could text him and say, get in the pickup.
Yeah, right.
We got to go.
We have to go to the store yet.
Yeah, we got to get some food for us.
There you go.
Well, I know that you mentioned the sale barns, Burwell and Broken Bow. Excuse me. Boy, what a big deal for this area to have Burwell and Broken Bow going.
It's great. You can just tell every Thursday in Broken Bow, and I'm sure it's the same way in Burwell, but lots of trailers and ranchers and farmers all over town, and you can't beat it.
Mike, a lot of times it's just good for us regular folks who aren't involved in agriculture directly. We're all involved in it indirectly. Just to go for a drive, maybe off in an area that you haven't been for a while or never, maybe north of Taylor or down around the Oconto area, whichever direction, and just take a country road and see how many people have farms and ranches out there. It's a pretty amazing. There's not as many as there used to be because they farm more ground and it takes more ground to. There's a lot of folks out there in the countryside, isn't there?
Yeah, and there's been a lot of young people come back the last few years, which is really nice.
Yeah, very nice.
They realize the value of living in central Nebraska.
Well, yeah, I think that's important. And then also, a lot of the places, the little farmhouses are gone, and there's newer structures on a farmstead, which is nice to see, too.
Yep.
So
very nice.
Good.
It is.
It's good to see. I hope you heal up, man.
Yeah, I know. I kind of feel silly about that, but I must have been half asleep.
Is your eyesight okay? Because
yeah, I woke up real quick when that happened. I don't know if I went back to sleep since.
Oh, gosh. Well, we appreciate you coming in. Looking forward to having you come back and keep us up to date as to what's going on out there in the ag world. Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you, guys.
We'll take a quick time out and catch up on some news.
Whether you're seeking curb appeal for your home or you want to do a remodel or new construction, Ansley Lumber and Supply in downtown Ansley has the materials that you'll need, from premium lumber to metal for buildings, plus GAF shingles for the roof and quality Benjamin Moore paint available in over 3,500 colors. Ask them about consultations with their pros and delivery. 935-1815. Or see them on Main Street in Ansley at Ansley Lumber and Supply.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN. You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. A wall of fire is moving quickly toward the California resort city of Lake Tahoe, forcing thousands more to evacuate their homes. But Joey Anderson and his dog Echo aren't leaving.
I want to go, but I also want to stay. I know once I leave, I can't get back in. So that's the main thing, the reason I've been holding it out.
Still no power or drinking water for many Louisianans after Hurricane Ida. Food and fuel are scarce. Jefferson Parish Sheriff Joseph Lopinto.
You might as well get in line and get your gas and get back in line before you run out again. The ability for us to refuel is very difficult here, whether that's generators, cars, or anything else.
Days after U.S. withdrawal, Afghanistan is in shambles. Taliban leaders blame Americans. CBS's Charlie Daggett from Qatar.
These infidels have destroyed the entire airport, he says. We had a team ready to fix this mess. Now that the Americans have gone, we're ready to clean it up.
UN warns food supplies could run out soon. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here was a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. A Lincoln man was arrested north of Beatrice early Monday after a Gage County Sheriff's deputy stopped his vehicle. 45-year-old Stephen Lamont Johnson was found to have a suspended driver's license. A search of the vehicle he was driving located suspected methamphetamine, cash, and drug paraphernalia. Johnson was arrested on suspicion of driving under suspension, possession and distribution of a controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The traffic stop was made at around 2:40 a.m. along U.S. Highway 77 near a truck stop. The number of COVID-19 cases in Nebraska nearly doubled over the past 2 weeks as the highly contagious Delta variant of the virus continues to spread. Nebraska reported 5,000 new cases for the week ending Friday, according to data from the Federal Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. That's up from 3,700 the previous week and nearly double the 2,600 cases recorded the week before. The state says 323 people were hospitalized with the virus in the state as of Tuesday. After months of back and forth, Madison County has approved a budget to be voted on for the Madison County Historical Society. Talks over the budget began back in July after Madison County expressed concerns over how taxpayers' money was being used by the Historical Society. What followed were meetings where both sides tried to state their case on how they wanted the budget to look like. However, the decision was made to create a budget for the Historical Society, as well as some guidelines on how the money would be spent. The budget was agreed upon by both the board and also will be finalized with the other budgets in September.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NFL, where the New England Patriots released quarterback and former league MVP Cam Newton. That means that rookie Mac Jones will be the team's starting quarterback in their season opener next Sunday against the Dolphins. In baseball games of note, battle of division leaders in San Francisco. Brewers beat the Giants 6-2. Meanwhile, the Dodgers edged the Braves 3-2. So LA is now just a half game back of San Francisco for the top spot in the NL West. Phillies down the Nationals 12-6. That's 5 wins in a row for Philadelphia. They're 2.5 back of Atlanta in the NL East and 2.5 back of Cincinnati for the final wildcard spot in the National League. The Reds had their game against the Cardinals postponed because of rain. Padres took advantage with a 3-0 shutout of the Diamondbacks, so San Diego's now tied with Cincinnati for that final wildcard spot in the NL. Yankees lose to the Angels 6-4. New York still 2-up on Boston for the top wildcard spot in the American League. Red Sox lost to the Rays 8-5. Boston's lead for the final wildcard spot in the American League is down to 1 game on Oakland, with the A's topping the Tigers 9-3.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures working up into the lower 80s for today will have gradually decreasing cloud cover. Then for tonight, partly to mostly cloudy, a low of 67 with a chance for some late-night showers and storms. Showers and storms then likely on near Thursday with highs in the upper 70s. For Friday, at least some partial sunshine returning will reach a high temperature of 76 degrees. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
Coming up on 10 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock, Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. 64 degrees, cloudy skies, even darker now than it was a little bit ago. We really don't have a chance for rain till after midnight tonight, according to the weather forecast, but it looks a little more rainy right now than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, there was just a little light mist or even just a tiny little drizzle when I arrived this morning, so I haven't been out in the last half hour or so, but
well, we'll see what happens. Southeast wind picking up at 5 to 10. Barometric pressure pretty level until just around 8 o'clock, bumped up 1 point at 29.92. Humidity at 94%. High yesterday was a very pleasant 81 with an overnight low of 62 degrees. Dropped down to 62 just a little bit there just before 6 o'clock this morning. Sunrise at 7:05 today, sunset at 8:13, sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:06, and the rain gauge is dry on this first day of September. 2 inches, as Mike mentioned, here at the studios in Broken Bow for the month, and that varies a lot, as we discussed. Good to have you aboard. Talk a little bit about the volleyball games last night up at Mullen.
Yeah. Gavin Higgins and I went and did a triangular at Mullen last night. Enjoyed doing that. We had Mullen, South Loop, and Anselmo Myrna, so a great area triple header, triangular for us to cover. We enjoyed that. And we're going to have more area volleyball on the air for you tomorrow night, as we'll be in Sargent. Twin Loop will host Ansley Litchfield and Anselmo Myrna, and so we'll do that area triangular for you tomorrow night, with the opening match scheduled for 5 o'clock. So we look forward to that as well.
All right. Friday doubleheader in football.
Yes, yeah. Actually, we're going back to Mullen.
Yeah.
Mullen will be hosting Twin Loop, and that'll be our area game of the week for you. Kickoff is 7:30 Central Time, and so we'll have that on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. And then Broken Bow will have their road opener as they travel to St. Paul. Should be a great matchup. St. Paul, tough opponent, top 10 ranked, made it to the state semifinals a year ago, but just got a feeling Bo's going to be ready. So looking forward to it. Should be a great game, and we'll have it, as we will every Broken Bow football game, for you on KCNI Radio. That'll be on 96.3 FM and also KCNI1280.com. Kickoff for the Bow game is scheduled for 7 o'clock, so you can hear that live on KCNI Radio.
Yep, if you're wondering, where can we hear the Broken Bow Indians games? KCNI.
Every single one, yep.
Every single one.
Home and away, and I was here when we start. I remember when you purchased the small little transmitter that would allow us to stay on the AM at low power, and that was 1996. That was the first year that we started doing every single Broken Bow football game, which was really great because that then allowed us to do an area game on KBBN every week, because when I first arrived here, really you only had the ability to stay on late in the evening on the FM side.
Right.
And so I remember when I first arrived here and Tom Hilkemeyer was sports director, you'd do Broken Bow a couple, 3-4 times, and then you would do an area game around. So you had to try to put everybody together. And it's been so nice to just kind of feature Broken Bow for football on KCNI radio and other Broken Bow sports too.
Yeah.
We've been able to feature them on KCNI and then focus on our area teams on KBBN. So that's been a great addition. And now with the addition of 96.3 FM and then the internet and the app, it just works great for us. So and we have very talented people to allow us to do 2 games every Friday, so that's pretty good too. So we look forward to that. Gavin and Jeremy will call the Mullen and Twin Loop game, and then Mr. Crowley will join me, and we'll do Broken Bow and St. Paul for you on Friday.
All right, fantastic. Yes, we are fortunate to have people who have the talents that we have here and our help from the outside as well for different sports from different people. We mention it quite often because we couldn't do all this without them. And of course the sponsorship last night for the Triangular was phenomenal.
I appreciate our business support. They just continue to support us when we go out and do games, and can't thank them enough.
I can soundly and honestly say there's no other radio stations in the area that covers more high school sports than KCNI KBBN. Second to none there. And we can do it because of the things we just discussed. So every once in a while, we like to throw out some appreciation, and so do some other businesses. And so we have the Go Big Red giveaway going on right now. This is your chance to register to win a 55-inch Samsung 4K Smart TV. This is from Lines Appliance, and if you'd like to get one for yourself, Brent would be happy at Lines Appliance to show you what they have. Also, we have a Performance 65-liter ice bin cooler that was given to us to give away, and I'm not afraid to say Beaver Bearing did that. And
wow,
I know
thanks.
that Lance and Rod said, we don't really want any, we just want, we'll do that. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. And then as you might be able to see, let me go to the guest camera here for you folks watching on Facebook Live. We have Brent, and he is playing The Price is Right here.
Yeah, I'm Vanna White. I am. If you're watching Facebook Live now, I'm kind of
Wheel of
Vanna
Fortune.
White, or whatever, and showing you the prizes here.
We have the the JBLs and the Bose speakers, which are Bluetooth speakers, and we have 4 of those that we'll be giving away.
Am I eligible for one of those?
No.
Oh,
no,
man,
you're not.
I would love to have one of them.
So drop your name and phone number. If you're 18, you have to be 18 to participate. Drop your name and phone number in the registration containers at Chapin's Furniture, Triple Bless Boutique, Geared for Sports, Muddy Creek Auto, Lily Kate Boutique, The Grocery Cart, and at A1 Auto Repair in Arnold. And if you can't make it into those businesses, you can also register online at sandhillsexpress.com/contest on the contest page, and you can register once a day. So that's available to you in promotion for the fall kickoff of sports. So we appreciate all our sponsors and the folks who made the gifts. The prize is available. All right. We're going to play the game because we didn't get to play the game last half hour, and we can still play because it's Big Pig Day.
It is, a chance to win a pig in a blanket that they serve on a Wednesday at Runza. A new batch of questions as we come into September today. On September 2nd, 1901, President Theodore Roosevelt made his famous quote, "Speak softly and carry a big stick." And when you think about it, many of our past presidents have had a very famous quote that we all remember yet today. And so we're going to kind of test your knowledge on some of that. We'll start with this one. This ex-general was the 34th president. After 2 terms, he left office, making a farewell speech in which he said, quote, "We must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex."
Oh, that's a good one.
Who said it? Here are your choices. Was it Richard Nixon, Woodrow Wilson, Dwight D. Eisenhower, or Andrew Jackson? Another clue. Again, remember we said he was the 34th president. So who was it? Who said that famous quote? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
That, of course, the prize is a Runza prize and 2 free passes to the Fall Festival Barbecue in Arcadia on Saturday, September 4th at the Riverside Park. So call us at 872-2801.
Hannah is at the library, and she brought Runza onion rings.
They're very crunchy, and crunchy is loud.
That's the double-dipped breading talking. Maybe they'd be quieter if you dip them in Runza's onion ring dip.
Wait, they have onion ring dip?
They do. Make some noise for Runza's homemade onion rings and dip, because Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day.
All right, we're going to get that. I thought we'd get a call on that one right away. A lot of history buffs out there.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Mr. Wright when you need him?
I don't know. He's probably just not by a phone. If he's listening, he's probably screaming at the radio right now the answer.
Yes, I know that. Well, read that again. We're going to give you a little time to call it in. If we don't get a call after this next break, we'll give you the answer.
All right. This ex-general was the 34th president. After 2 terms, he left office, making a farewell speech in which he said, quote, "We must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex." Who said it? Was it President Richard Nixon, Woodrow Wilson, Dwight D. Eisenhower, or Andrew Jackson? Call us at 872-2801.
Exceptional Senior Living is off-Broadway assisted living in Broken Bow. They have a few beautiful and spacious apartments available now. They'd love to visit with you if you are thinking it's time for a more secure and safe environment for yourself or a loved one. They also have a wonderful dining room with a great kitchen staff and many activities available for their community members. Just unveiled is their new virtual tour at offbroadwayapartments.com. They have pictures available on Facebook as well. For more information, call Off-Broadway at 872-2522.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
Fall may be around the corner, but it's not too late to cap off your summer by upgrading your account with Bruning Bank. Enroll in Premier Checking and earn interest on your account. Earn a higher rate of interest by completing simple tasks that are already a part of your banking routine, such as using your debit card and logging into online banking. If you miss a task, you still earn interest for the month. If you have an account with us or not, enrollment is quick and easy. Visit BruningBank.com or stop by to learn more and get started today. Rates vary by tier. Bruning Bank. Member FDIC.
Don't miss the Arcadia Fall Festival Demolition Derby Sunday at 2 p.m. Sponsored by the Sons of the American Legion Squadron 251. The smashing and crashing will be loud with limited weld, old school, 85 and newer, limited weld pickups, and bone stock classes. General admission tickets are $8, pit passes are $20. Want to enter a car? A $40 entry fee gets your car in with driver and one pit member. The Arcadia Fall Festival Demo Derby, Sunday at 2 in Arcadia.
All right, we'll give you the answer to that one. It's kind of curious because it's kind of in the conversation today.
Yeah, a little bit.
About maybe getting dependent or addicted to money made during war. And I believe that's what this particular president had in mind.
Yeah, the quote was, "We must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex." The president who said it, Dwight D. Eisenhower.
All right, we'll switch gears, I think, with our questions tomorrow, but we do want to thank the Broken Bow Library / Joan Burney for making those available. Speaking of the Broken Bow Library, we have a birthday there. Well, an anniversary there, not a birthday.
Oh, at the library?
Yes.
So an anniversary, you mean like a personal anniversary, or like anniversary of how many years someone has worked at the library?
It's a wedding anniversary.
Oh, it's a wedding anniversary. Yeah. Okay.
So we'll announce that in just a little bit. We'll tease you a little bit with that one.
All right.
In the meantime, the sounds of Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
Ooh, yeah.
The cookies were enjoyed by all. Thank you again for an awesome 20 years of friends and footwear from us at Bow Bootery on the Square in Broken Bow.
Know what keeps America moving? Farmers, truck drivers, construction crews, and those who punch the clock every day are essential workers. Know what keeps those guys moving? Napa Filters. Let WinQuest help keep things moving with our Napa Gold Filter Sale, September 1st through the 11th. Big savings on every Napa Gold oil, air, fuel, and hydraulic filter. Stock up on Napa Gold filters and keep your engines moving so you can keep America moving, September 1st through the 11th at WinQuest Incorporated, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is excited to have Tim Troxel with Troxel Insurance join our team. This is Chip, and Tim and I will both be focusing on ag and pivot policies, as well as business, home, and auto. With this merger, we have more insurance company options to choose from for you. Give Tim a call today at 308-872-6996 or stop in at 914 South D Street in Broken Bow to see what the Nebraska Owners Insurance Team can do for you.
It is 8:29. Brandon Dave with you. Well, we have two festivals coming up this holiday weekend, as usual, and we love to say as usual these days, normal. We are going to be enjoying the Kite Flight in Callaway, which has been going on for many, many years now. And we're also, of course, going to be enjoying the Arcadia Fall Festival coming up with one of the nicest little festivals around. They're kind of known for their parade and all the food and fun and music and all the things they're going to be doing. So get on over to one of those or both of those because you've got several days, several opportunities to be able to attend. We'll be broadcasting from Callaway tomorrow on The Breakfast Show to highlight the Kite Flight for you. And on Friday, we'll be in Arcadia, and we'll be broadcasting from there with some details about the festival activities in Arcadia. So that's that time of year.
It is. Yep.
Now, there's quite a few talented musicians from the Arcadia area.
I would say.
Yeah. And one of those is Tazy Scott. Now, Tazy is, I think, going to be performing this weekend. I think I heard that on Lucky's ad this morning. Was excited to hear that Tazy has spent some time recently in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, great.
And was able to perform at an event in Nashville and also record while she was there. And she was like, on top of the world, which you can appreciate because Tazy's been working her music for a long, long time, since she was a little girl, I think. And she was kind enough to drop in and talk to us about it and wanted to know whether we would play some of the music that she had recorded. So, of course, we will. And so we're going to be doing that here in just a few moments. We have a couple of songs we'll feature today, and that should entice you to go on over and see her performance and others this weekend in Arcadia. I know there's a polka band and all kinds of variety of music, food. They have a Sunday service, which Roland Sell, I imagine, will be around to talk about, hopefully, on Friday. Invite you to that. The barbecue on Saturday, which is getting bigger and bigger. And the parade is always fantastic. So Tazy is coming along in her music career, and this was a big step for her. She got to be in a studio and record in Nashville. Who could say that? Not very many people.
No, that's great.
Yeah. So I have the cut queued up, and I'm pulling a little bit of shenanigans here because she actually emailed me the music. So I have my email pulled up, and I'm hoping that'll all work okay. I think it will.
Oh, I'm sure it will, Dave.
We're very techie here.
Oh, yeah.
I should have pulled it into our audio system, and then I would not have to mess with it this way, but I did not get that done. So we're going to take a time out real quick. We'll be right back with Tazy Scott. Stay tuned. That's coming up next.
Get around, boys, it's action time, and now we're on. Now 300 lines, I know 75, now 9. Now 9, now 9, and 9, now 9, now 9. Sold.
Get your listings in now for a machinery consignment auction Saturday, October 2nd from Dave Davis Auction Service. For proper advertising and to get your items on the flyer, get your consignments in by Monday, September 13th. For more info, go to davedavisauction.com or call 872-6413.
See you at the auction. attraction, boys!
Imagine this. You go to your mailbox only to find a check for big bucks. You're thinking, hey, this could be my lucky day. Well, if you get a check in the mail that you weren't expecting, it's probably not your lucky day. In fact, you're probably about to be the next victim of a scam. Did you know that scammers may not initially ask you for money, but instead they give you money? Asking you to deposit funds into your account is the first step of many financial scams. At Nebraska State Bank, we're here to help and protect when someone is trying to make you their next scam victim. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
The Secret Garden outside of Myrna will not be open this weekend. They'll be at the State Fair. They'd love to see you there through the 6th. They'll be serving up their smoothies, and when you bring a coupon from the paper, you receive $1 off. The flavor options are endless, and they're a great way to cool off walking around the State Fair. The Secret Garden at the Nebraska State Fair. Stop by their trailer and say hi. In the meantime, visit them at thesecretgardenonline.com.
8:33, working on 8:34. Now, Brent, I don't want to age you here, but did you call in? I assume Tazy might have been in sports.
Yep. Yeah. I called several of her games when, she played for Ansley.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, just another sign that Brent is getting old. Yeah. Well, I was at the Anselmo Myrna Mullen and South Loop Triangular last night, and Don Cantrell, who was joining us talking about the Corn Growers Association the other day. I remember calling some kids of theirs doing ball games, and now they're watching a granddaughter play. And I'm still calling games. So, I guess I've been doing it for a while.
You have, and if you were calling the game when Tazy was playing, probably didn't think maybe someday we'd be playing a song that she recorded in Nashville.
Yeah, and that's awesome to see what so many of our young people have grown into and went on to do. It's pretty amazing when you stop to think about it.
It really is. This was recorded, I think, acoustically, so there's nothing real fancy about the mix, but I think it highlights Tazy's talent. And here we go. Here's Tazy for you.
Like beer and barbecues and singing Waylon Way off tune. We'll stand in a Hawkeye crowd and yell go Big Red real loud. We don't mind bloody steaks on our plate. After all, we're the corn-fed state. I guess that's why they call us Nebraska Strong. We say hey with a two-finger wave. You get the bird if you misbehave. We don't mind waiting in line on the road behind a tractor with a heavy load. We say grace at the dinner table, help our neighbors if we are able. I guess that's why they call us Nebraska Strong. We don't mind being told that Nebraska's not for everyone, 'cause the folks around here are proud of who they are when the day is done. We like campfires by the lake and know our farmers' hands ain't fake. We'll sit back and we'll crack a cold one just to watch that setting sun. We'll teach our sons and we'll teach our daughters to throw a line into the water. I guess that's why they call us Nebraska Strong. No, we don't mind being told that Nebraska's not for everyone, 'cause the folks around here are proud of who they are when the day is done. We like beer and barbecues and showing off our Husker tattoos. We'll stand in any big old crowd and yell go Big Red real loud. We wear red on Saturdays when we watch our Huskers play. I guess that's why they call us Nebraska Strong. Yes, we'll always be Nebraska strong.
Oh, can I clap for that?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Man, great song. That's one that all of us Nebraskans can listen to with pride right there. That sums it all up. Nicely done.
Nebraska Strong. And she also has another one called Bring Him Home. And we're going to play that one for you a little bit later on this morning. And we were just talking as Tazy was singing there. Eastern Custer County is music strong.
I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
We mentioned Sheila Greenland, Tim Holcomb came to our mind, and yeah, it's just a lot of talented people. Well, and we've worked with high school kids this summer that have kind of put bands together and have went out and sang, and yeah, a lot of talent right here in our listening area, and we've gotten to enjoy a lot of it being in this business. So we've enjoyed that.
Hey, happy birthday goes out to Seth Maddox today.
Right.
Looks like he's just a little older than Emily.
Oh.
He just turned 31.
I see.
And we have Matthew Goodner, who's 19 years old today. A couple of birthdays that we're aware of. You are celebrating your birthdays today with Dr. Phil.
Oh, really? Dr. Phil. How old's Dr. Phil?
Phil McGraw is 71.
Really? 71 today.
Got his start on Oprah.
Yeah.
And became known for his ability to be critical, tell it straight with sugar.
I see.
Lily Tomlin is celebrating a birthday today. You might remember her from Laugh In, 9 to 5.
9 to 5, yep.
And she did a lot of skits, the phone operator.
Uh-huh.
All of.
Yeah, that was a classic one she did.
Yeah. 82 today.
Wow, really? 82.
Yeah, no kidding. Whoa. Sir Barry Gibb, celebrating a birthday today.
Oh, of the Bee Gees. Oh, we're going to play the Bee Gees? Come on, Dave. Let's play the Bee Gees. Come on, let's play Staying Alive later.
We'll see. We'll see.
Staying Alive.
He has really gotten a lot of attention lately. He's put a lot of work out in collaboration with other artists. Lots of different artists have worked with him on his new album. And it's done quite well. And it kind of, I guess, highlights the fact that he was more than just a BG that played the disco music. They were very, very well known before they got to disco.
Well, and a great songwriter.
Yeah, very good songwriter. And so, happy birthday, Barry. He's 75 today.
Okay.
So if you're having a birthday, you're celebrating with those folks today. This is also National No Rhyme Day.
No Rhyme Day.
Celebrating the words in the English language that don't rhyme with any other words.
Really? Oh, do they list some of them?
They do. We talked about this the other day. Orange is a word that is almost impossible, if not impossible, to rhyme with. Chimney.
Okay.
Purple. That are real words. You might say derple or something like that. But,
right.
Yeah. Chimney, purple, woman.
Huh.
And month also don't rhyme with anything else.
Yeah, I guess not. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, Higgy Baby. Higgy Baby.
Can he hear you?
I don't know. He's got a pink shirt on today. I don't know what that's all about. Pinky.
No.
He can't hear us.
You want me to open the door?
Yeah, you want him in here, don't you?
Okay.
You want?
Well, yeah, I have a little. Well, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't go here. You let me know.
Oh, I'll go to an island if you know.
I kind of have a beef with a fellow employee. Should I just do I air that out?
Well, of course.
On the air?
We're a family here.
You sure? All right. I'm going to get Gavin in.
Okay. He's getting Higgy.
Gavin's not the one I have the beef with.
Oh, okay.
You busy?
I know that pink shirt, man. I don't know. That's pretty flashy.
Talk about a guy looking sharp.
Yeah, man. He's pink.
Okay. Gavin joined me last night. We went and did the triangular in Mullen.
Yes.
Now, we had to get out of here mid-afternoon and travel to Mullen. And, of course, when you get there, you got to get set up. And next thing you know, it's time to start. So, lots of times when we go and do games, we're basically skipping dinner or supper, whatever you want to say, right? Mm-hmm. So we've been there all evening, okay? We get to the final match of the night, and I'm going to guess it's well after 7 o'clock, don't you think?
Yeah, I think
Central
it was
Time.
Probably 8:15 or somewhere.
Yeah, we've had absolutely nothing to eat since noon.
Lunch.
Yeah, exactly. So to say that we were hungry, I mean, we were, obviously. So one of our coworkers happened to be at the games last night. I'll just tell you, it was Christy Wells.
Christy Wells.
Yeah. And the final match features Anselmo Myrna against Mullen. Now, there was plenty of seating. First off, I want to say that. You could have sat lots of different places. Christy walks up right in front of us, holding this big, delicious-looking tray of nachos.
It did look really good.
Looked fabulous. And doesn't offer to share, does not say, hey, guys, you've been here all night. Can I go get you something?
Are you kidding me?
Doesn't say anything like that. Just walks up right in front of us, holding this, again, delicious dish of loaded nachos. Mm-hmm. I can still see it vividly right now. And proceeds to just sit right in front of us and enjoy this delicious dish of super nachos.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Gavin, do you think she was asleep?
I do. And again, I stress, never asked, can I go get you guys something?
It's true. It was a little suspect. If she would have got the nachos and just sat down somewhere else,
yeah, exactly,
would not have thought it was taunting.
But she walked right up to us and then sat in front of us and ate it.
It was like she showed it to us too. Like, look what I have.
Yeah. Yep.
Starve and then sat down.
Mm-hmm.
That is awful.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
Oh boy, pushing buttons. This ought to be good.
Yes.
I love that answer.
Christy, are you listening to the breakfast show?
Yeah, and I'm delayed, so I can never run in there and defend myself in time.
No, come on in. I would love to hear your explanation for this. There is no defense for this.
Brent.
What?
I offered. I did say, you need anything?
You did? Did you hear that, Gavin?
I can say I do not remember you saying that.
Oh, it's easy. It's easy to say. It's easy to say now that I said, "Do you want anything?"
I'm like, "Do you need anything?"
I don't recall that.
Whatever.
But here's our question. We do want to know though. Were you taunting us just a little bit?
Well, then I kind of smiled as I sat down.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, my follow-up question is, were they as good as they looked?
They really were. It was one of those choices. Sometimes when you're a ball game and all the ball game food, you just think, I don't know what sounds the best. That was the best choice. I was very pleased with my choice.
Well,
I mean, we're still mad at you, but at least it was good.
I offered. I did.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Thanks, Christy.
Goodbye.
Right.
Do you think she really did?
No.
I don't either.
If she did, it had to have been in just on that like I'm offering, but only just to say it. And I'm actually not gonna go get anything for you.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't remember her saying anything.
Yeah. She probably did.
I'm not going to say. I was not there, but my inclination would be that she didn't.
and overall decreased quality of life. At Team Physical Therapy 872-5111, we're dedicated to taking all the steps necessary to ensure you and your loved ones are getting exceptional care in a clean and safe environment. We are available to you in one of our 5 locations: your home, independent living facility, or assisted living facility. Call us today at 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if Auto Owners is right for you.
Central Nebraska Sports Source presents live coverage of Broken Bow Indians football. Join us on Friday evening as Broken Bow goes on the road for their road opener of the year as they take on the St. Paul Wildcats. You'll be able to hear live coverage of the game on KCNI 96.3 FM and on the web at KCNI1280.com. Kickoff for the game is set for 7 o'clock. Coverage begins with the Custer Federal State Bank Friday Night Lights pregame show at 6. Live coverage of Broken Bow football this year is being brought to you in part by the Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Arrow Seed, Team Physical Therapy, Meat Lumber in Broken Bow, Custer Federal State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Trotter Service in Broken Bow, Shelter Insurance, Brent Custer, your local agent, A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping, Squire Septic Service, Agland ATV, Bruning Bank, and Sargent Irrigation. It's Broken Bow football, Indians against the Wildcats, this Friday night.
8:56, we're going to talk about some things coming up. One of those is the Market on the Square tomorrow here in Broken Bow. You got to believe the folks bringing in produce are going to have a bucket load this time of year as, the tomatoes are coming on and, the gardens are really in full production now at this time of year. So let's check it out. You can do it. Market on the Square, downtown Broken Bow tomorrow.
Yeah, Market on the Square kind of winding down now for the season, but still expecting many vendors around the square to check out tomorrow. So come on down and see what they have to offer. Kind of a phrase that they have put together with the Market on the Square is food, friends, and all kinds of finds. That kind of describes what Market on the Square has become, so we encourage you to check it out tomorrow, downtown Broken Bow. Also, the Broken Bow Chamber Office reminds you that tickets are now available for the upcoming steak fry events that they help sponsor. The women's steak fry is scheduled for September 13th, and then the men's steak fry will be later this month on the 20th. And this year, both steak fry events will take place at the Broken Bow Golf Club. So get your tickets now.
All right. Well, Chapin's Furniture in Broken Bow, they're kicking up their heels and having a Labor Day sale. Do you have the information on that, Fred?
I do. I'm sorry. I didn't. I overlooked that one on my list, but I'm ready to go.
All right.
Yeah, they got a big Labor Day sale coming up. Hey, bring your truck and trailer and take home with you a twin mattress. Now, listen to the sale price on this thing.
Okay.
$139.
Oh, my gosh. For a
That's
mattress?
pretty good for a mattress, yes. Also, Square One Boutique, all summer merchandise, 60% off. Mention this ad and receive 25% off one new fall item. Also, let's see, today, September 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, 30 to 60% off regular priced furniture and home accessories.
They've gone nuts.
I think so. I do believe that all of this would definitely qualify as a sale.
I think the summer heat has gotten to Chapin's Furniture.
Oh, my goodness. Chapin's Furniture, a furniture store, but so much more. So take advantage of the great deals and specials they got going on during their Labor Day sale going on now at Chapin's Furniture, downtown Broken Bow.
All right. Thank you very much, Brent. What did you want to do next? We got a couple minutes left here.
Yesterday, enjoyed so much visiting with Stephanie Miller and David Berge, right?
That's correct.
Came in from BD, and they are looking for some great people to join their team at BD, and they would love for you to be a part of their great team. They are offering competitive wages, a team environment, day one benefits, which we talked about yesterday. Some include health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. And they are now offering a new hire sign-on bonus of $1,000. $250 after 30 days, $250 after 6 months, and $500 after 1 year, totaling the $1,000. Apply online at bd.com/careers. And you can also attend open interviews the first and third Wednesdays of each month in Broken Bow. So that would be today, with it being September 1st. So feel free to walk in if you would like to apply for the great opportunities that await you at BD. This listing is also on the employment page, which you can view in full on our website at sandhillsexpress.com.
Thank you, Brent.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. A California resort community is in danger of burning. Caldor fire is threatening more than 33,000 buildings. New evacuation orders have gone out across the border in Nevada. Governor Steve Sisolak.
We are using all of our resources to ensure that the health and safety of all of our residents, protect structures, including homes and businesses, and our beautiful Lake Tahoe.
Many buildings in Grand Isle, Louisiana didn't survive Hurricane Ida. Jefferson County Parish President Cynthia Lee Shang.
40% of the structures, they estimate, are either completely destroyed with just, the piling showing, or maybe just a wall standing up on that building.
At the UN, Mimi Mizutori with details on a new report on natural disasters.
Now the number of people who are displaced by disaster is almost getting larger than the number of people displaced by conflict.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
The tightest division race in the majors just got tighter. It's the NL West, and the lead for San Francisco is now just a half game over the Dodgers. San Francisco lost to NL Central leading Milwaukee 6-2 Brewers, while the Dodgers edged the Braves 3-2. Padres shut out the Diamondbacks 3-0. San Diego moves into a tie with Cincinnati for the final NL wildcard spot. Reds and Cardinals were rained out and will play a doubleheader today. Phillies won their fifth straight game. They outslugged the Nationals 12-6. Philly is 2.5 out of the final NL wildcard spot behind the Reds and 2.5 behind Atlanta for the NL East lead. The Rays won their ninth straight game. They beat the Red Sox 8-5. Boston's lead for the final AL wildcard spot is now just a game over Oakland. The A's beat the Tigers 9-3. Angels topped the Yankees 6-4.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures working up into the lower 80s for today will have gradually decreasing cloud cover. Then for tonight, partly to mostly cloudy, a low of 67 with a chance for some late-night showers and storms. Showers and storms then likely on your Thursday with highs in the upper 70s. For Friday, at least some partial sunshine returning will reach a high temperature of 76 degrees. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
I would say it's like an ice-cold Mountain Dew on a hot summer day. God's Word refreshes our spirit. In my daily Bible readings and in worship on Sunday, His Word and His joy are my strength for the week to come. So make plans today to attend church on Sunday. And if you're needing to talk, give us a call. This is Roger Sloan with the Lillian Church of Christ, 872-2618, where we love to share Jesus.
65 degrees outside under a cloudy sky. You're listening to The Breakfast Show. Yet to come, we'll be visiting with the Pizza Hut. Chantel will be visiting about all the activities they have going into fall, so keep your dial set right where it is. We got some more things to tell you about around town and around the communities. And we're going to play another song from Daisy Scott this morning. So stay tuned. That's all coming up here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
What can give you a competitive edge in today's red-hot housing market? Rocket can. That's because Rocket Mortgage can give you a verified approval. It could help your offer stand out. Rocket Technology provides a rock-solid verification of your income, assets, and credit, giving sellers greater confidence in you. Go to rocketmortgage.com or call us today at 8338-ROCKET.
A verified approval is based on an underwriter's analysis of your individual financial information, appraisal, and title report. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Are you a true crime superfan? Join award-winning 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty on the My Life of Crime podcast. Named the 2021 Digiday Best Podcast, each episode pulls you straight into the investigations, including a New York City after-party gone horribly wrong, a cold-blooded teen killer looking for a retrial, and more. Season 3 coming this fall. Follow My Life of Crime on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
8 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock. That was very dramatic. That last ad.
That one ad. Did you get all of that at the end?
No, that one. No, not the disclaimer was a little quick. I don't know why they even do it. Legally, they have to.
They have to. Yeah.
They need to get a hold of Larry the lawyer.
Yeah.
He's going to represent me with the redhead. I'll tell you that.
I understand that. Do you mind some personal advice?
Well, you can throw it at me.
Okay. Don't go that route.
Well, that's the way everybody does it nowadays.
I know.
You sue the pants off somebody if you can.
Well, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. And I'll just be honest with you. I just don't know if you have much of a case, Dave.
Well, she's been harassed. You see the bag over here with the dye in it, trying to force me to dye my hair.
Okay, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe that may have been somewhat of a response to what you sent her, because didn't you send her something? You had to like pay a bill or something at the treasurer's office, and so you what was it?
Psychedelic gum.
Psychedelic gum. Okay, but then you put a note in there as well, right?
Well, or something. It was a very sweet note.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Said, here's some gum for the redhead.
Okay.
And it's psychedelic gum.
Okay.
I don't remember what else I said. I'm sure it was nice.
Yeah. So basically, this gift was just a response to that.
Well, maybe.
So I guess I don't understand how you can say she's harassing you. I would say maybe it's the other way around.
Let me just cross-examine you on that.
Okay.
What does dye to turn your hair red have to do with psychedelic gum? Is there a correlation at all?
Well, the way I read the gift and the note was basically, hey, you know what? You keep talking about me being a redhead, having red hair, so here you go. You know, here's your chance to become a redhead as well. I don't think that's harassment. That's just, hey, if you want to be a redhead, Dave, here you go.
Well, this move on her part put me in a corner, put me in a box, and I could probably have a dissolution of my marriage, and it would be on the redhead. And besides that, I want you to know the psychedelic gum didn't have any psychedelic substances in it. It was just a piece of gum as a friendly gesture. I sometimes give, when I go through the drive-through, I'll give the person at the drive-through bank a stick of gum with my deposit or paperwork. It was just a friendly gesture. I did not mean, if it was real psychedelic gum, she'd be able to take a trip without leaving the courthouse. It's just a plain piece of gum.
Okay, all right. Well, I just okay. I mean, you have to do what you believe is right for you. But
I'm getting lawyered up.
You're gonna lawyer up. Okay. Well,
how about
you're not gonna call me as a character witness, are you?
Well, certainly you're part of the show.
Oh no.
Could be quite a dramatic case. We'll have to have drums and a disclaimer.
You can just read the disclaimer. Get that guy that did the disclaimer on the ad we just ran. He can just say it real fast.
What would you like to highlight next, Brent? We're going to see if we can get a hold of the Pizza Hut here in a little bit. Also, while we're just stopped here for a moment, let's go ahead and wish Megan and John Swoboda a happy, I believe Joan thought it was their 20th anniversary.
Oh, great. Happy anniversary.
And, I don't like to take credit for things that, you know how I am. I don't like to take...
no.
I accept criticism very well, and I don't like to take credit for things. You know that.
Yeah, yes. Know it so well.
So I think actually Megan and John might be, very successful in their marriage because they fished together when they were dating.
Oh.
And I happened to be with them ice fishing when I first met John, when Megan brought him back to meet family and friends. And we had a day on the ice that was unbelievable. Lots of northerns reaching down into the ice and pulling them out after they'd been hooked. It was a wonderful day. And then we had a fish fry afterwards. And I believe that particular day solidified their relationship. And now they're married 20 years later.
Oh. So in a way, you're kind of taking credit for it.
Well, not really, but kind of, yeah.
Okay. Well, happy anniversary to you both.
They would.
I think what's amazing is as they got to know you better, they stayed together and still friends with you.
Yeah, and they
that's good.
They still fish together. And Megan and Joan worked together at the library for many years and enjoyed each other's company very much.
Good. Happy anniversary.
But I still believe it was the pike, northern
you never
pike
know.
fishing
Could have been.
Don't want to take credit for everything.
No.
What else you have
That's
for us?
not your style. Hey, how about the featured drink? This is the first day of September. Did you know that?
Yes, and it's also the first Wednesday of September.
It is indeed. Thank you for that. So here is a list of the featured drinks that they will be featuring this month in September at the Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts.
Can I just do
in Broken Bow? Yes, go ahead.
Me in September.
Wow. I don't know what that was, but
it's a song.
We'll continue.
Don't you know that
really?
song? Meet Me in September?
I don't know. Who sings it?
Well, I did. Couldn't you tell?
I assume somebody else sang it that made it famous. Yeah.
In September.
Thank you for the vibrato on that. That was fabulous.
Thank you.
And you make fun of my singing. Here are the featured drinks for the month of September at the Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow. The Iced Cocoa Caramel Mocha. Mixture of coconut, caramel, and mocha. Caramel Silk. Caramel sauce, white chocolate sauce. The Firefly Frappe.
What?
Mixture of cinnamon and blended white mocha. Also featuring this month at Prairie Grounds, the Raspberry Lime Cream Soda. Ooh, that sounds good. Raspberry, lime, and soda with half and half. Are you a half and half guy? My dear grandpa, he just loved he put half and half on everything.
I don't think I'm against it. I just never fiddled with half and half.
I don't know if I've ever had it, to be honest with you.
I have either.
Anyway, also the Dirty Chai, spice chai and shot of espresso. Those are your featured drinks for September at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 to 4, Saturday, 8 to 2. Do some great lunch specials, delicious treats. Make sure you check out their gift selection when they're in the store, and don't forget about that beautiful patio area that they have out back if you want to meet with friends and family and just enjoy a drink and a treat at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow.
You want me to record that so you can use that underneath the live read each and every time?
The Meet Me in September. Yeah. Could you please? Yes. We'll just make that our intro to the Prairie Grounds live read for the month of September. Yeah. You want me to give you the note? Will that help?
Meet me in September.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm on fire. Right on.
I would say.
Hot
yes.
pants. Right
Woo.
on. Let's see here. We're going to be talking movies. Would you like to get somebody in here to visit with you about the movies? I'm not very good at it.
Sure, yeah. Who do you want to have come in and talk about the movies?
I don't care. I don't want to take credit here for knowing when to step back. That would be not very nice. So I don't want to take credit for knowing when I'm not good at something.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if anyone wants to come in and help me promote the movies, I would love to have some help.
Jeremy's pretty good at it.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
I feel like we need to get Emily's Carl in here to help us promote the movies because he was out here with Emily the other day, and I think that he was watching Paw Patrol.
Oh, yes.
And Paw Patrol is one of the movies
That's
at Fox Theater.
Hot kids movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but yeah, if someone wants to come in, that'd be great. We'll talk to the movies with them.
All right.
Are you going to page somebody, or you just, what do you want to do?
Well, I thought we'd play another song from Tazy Scott.
Okay.
Now, the first one you heard was called Nebraska Strong.
That was good.
That was very good. This one is called Bring Him Home, and this one is a mixed song with a little more instrumentation to it.
Is this going to, I don't know, just hearing the title, is this going to make me cry?
Well,
have you listened to it?
I listened to part of it, so I don't know for sure if it will. You want a tissue?
Well, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know, just the title of the song just makes me think that maybe this could be a real heartfelt song.
I bet you're right. Let's find out.
All right.
Here's Tazy Scott on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Whoops. Let me try it this way. We could not open the media file. Oh
no.
Let me try this other one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to live radio.
It was right there. It said play, and then it said can't find the media file.
See, this is what I personally love about live radio. You can't hide your mistakes.
No, and who would want to?
And you know what? It's okay. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect.
Here we go. Here's another version she sent me, or another file, I should say. Tazy Scott.
Doesn't do it for the money. He doesn't do it for the fame. He fights for his country, and he stands for its name. He picks up his gun and he goes to war. He and his brothers hand in hand, they're so proud of what they're fighting for. They'll die to protect this land. So bring him home. Bring him home. Fight so you can take a knee. When you see your glory fly, he fought for a freedom for you and me, and he died with a tear in his eye. The least we can do for the red, white, and blue, stand proud and
Yeah, you can give me the tissue now.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
Fantastic.
That's a great song.
Well, if you'd like to hear more, I'm sure there's a website that Tazy has you can check out. You can also hear her live, I believe, this weekend in Arcadia performing during the Fall Festival. So do that. You won't be disappointed. And we'll hold on to those songs. We'll play those again sometime.
Sounds good.
All right. On the line, we have Sarah with the Pizza Hut. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys today?
Good.
Well, I'm fine. Brent's now just wiping his eyes dry after a very moving song. But other than that, everything's okay here. So how's the things in the Pizza Hut world?
Actually, we're doing pretty good now.
Good. That's good to hear. Kind of running smooth going into the fall season?
Yes, we are running smooth.
What's going on? You still doing the parking lot pizza sales, or is that ending? Can you update us on that?
Actually, we just had our last Monday. We are no longer doing parking lot pizza till next summer.
Okay, so that's concluded. What else would you like to highlight this morning? I know that the lunch, the quick lunch at noon was something that was kicked off here a while back. How's that going?
Our fast lunch is going great. We've got lots of people coming in, getting out as fast as they possibly can, enjoying the food, though. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and that's such a great idea because a lot of folks, by the time you get out of the office or out of your workplace, get to somewhere to eat, you might have 30, 40 minutes to get a meal in, and it's nice to have it quicker rather than pushing it right up to the top of the hour and then getting back to work. So that's a super good thing. What all can they get during that fast lunch period?
We are doing lots and lots of sandwiches, obviously. They're the fastest. They go in smooth, and, well, you can get pastas, Tuscany pastas. We can do any one-topping pizza pretty much can go through the oven at the top speed, so...
Sarah, do you still do the personal pan pizzas too during that lunchtime?
Yes, okay. We're taking any orders for anything else, even during the fast lunch.
Okay. And the fast lunch, is that Monday through Friday, 11 to 2? Is that correct?
Yes, Monday through Friday, 11 to 2.
All right, sounds good. I know that football season is here. People love to get together to watch the game over the weekend, and I'm guessing that Pizza Hut is ready to deliver the pizzas if they want that.
Oh, yes. We are on top of delivery, 100%.
When do you guys do the delivery? What are your hours for delivery again?
So we're doing delivery between 11 to 2 from the daytime, and then from 5 to close at night.
Okay, great. How's the help situation? Are you guys still looking for some good people to join your team, or are you kind of where you need to be right now?
We're actually looking to hire some more production, so some cooks, kind of some floaters, maybe some more shift managers. We're kind of looking for some shift managers. Also servers, definitely needing some servers.
Okay. And your dining area is open, of course. What are the hours as far as coming in to dine in?
Dine-in is all day long, 11 to close.
All right. Sounds good. When do you guys close? Is your closing the same every day, or does that vary like on the weekends and stuff?
Nope. Every day is going to be 10 o'clock closing time.
Okay. Super.
Yes. We're also doing a Family Fun Friday, which starts this Friday. So we are doing $10 one-topping pizzas. We're also having family games for everybody. So bring your family on in. We're going to sit down, have games, have pizza, just have a great time. Kind of like a little party, but every Friday.
Wow, that sounds kind of fun. When is that in the evening? When does that kind of get started?
It's pretty much going to be an all-day thing. You can come in all day if you want and get pizzas. But we're looking for a lot of business at the nighttime. We're looking for that. But it's all-day thing. If you want to come in during the day because you got some spare time, come on in. We're looking for some fun time here.
All right, sounds good.
All right. And, of course, Sarah, you have, pop and tea. I think you can even grab a beer while you're at the Pizza Hut if you're of age. So you can throw together any kind of activities you want centered around food and fun, right?
food and fun. And if you're not looking for that $10 one-topping pizza and you're thinking of something good, we've brought back our Detroit pizza. It's at $11.99 again.
Oh, wow. And that's that kind of I don't want to say deep dish, more of a deep square, right?
It is a deep, square, cheesy, lovey pizza.
That sounds delicious, Sarah. Is there anything else you wanted to highlight this morning?
I think that's it, other than come on in and enjoy our daily specials on Wing Wednesday, Tuscany Tuesday, and Taco Thursday. And we're looking forward to see you on Friday, of course, Family Fun Day.
All right. Great way to close this segment. The invitation is there, Sarah. Thanks so much.
Thank you, and you guys have a great day.
You too.
Yes.
All right, Sarah, out at the Pizza Hut this time around. Lots of good things happening going into the fall season.
Yeah.
Well, you asked them about jobs, and it sounds like they could use some production people and what they call floaters and a few other positions. But they are rolling out at the Pizza Hut looking for some more good help. That's the case in several places, and I know you have some information on some jobs available.
Yeah, we have several, so we'll just run through the list here. We'll start with Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership looking for a grant writer in Loop City. This is a full-time position, 40 hours per week. Some great benefits with this position, including health, dental, life, and vision insurance, flexible 4-day working schedule, and employer-matched retirement. You must have a high school diploma or equivalent. They would prefer someone with an associate's or bachelor's degree in journalism, creative writing, or marketing. Previous office experience and proven creative writing ability would be a plus. Some of the duties would include preparing federal, state, and local grant proposals that require extensive data collection and analysis, and seek new funding sources, including fundraising possibilities and expansion of current funding. To apply for the position, contact CNCAP at 745-0780. You can also go online to centralnebraskacap.com. Also through Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership, looking for a infant toddler temporary cook. This is a 40-hour per week position in Broken Bow. Starting pay $11.36 per hour. Must have a high school diploma or equivalent, a valid Nebraska driver's license, and a working phone. You would be purchasing food and preparing meals, responsible for cleaning classroom, dishes, laundry, etc., and work a minimal time in the classroom with children ages 6 weeks to 3 years old. Again, for an application, contact CNCAP. You can go online to centralnebraskacap.com. Also, the Nebraska Department of Transportation is currently accepting applications for a highway maintenance worker in Ansley and also for a highway construction technician in Broken Bow. For a full job description, go to statejobs.nebraska.gov, and you need to fill out an online state application. So go to their website to do that, statejobs.nebraska.gov. If you need help in the selection process, contact Nebraska State personnel at 402-471-2075. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer. And finally, a couple of opportunities for you through Sergeant Drilling. Now, both of these come with a wonderful sign-on bonus. One of the positions they have open through Sergeant Drilling is a service technician looking for someone who is self-motivated, with a clean driving record and with their CDL, and has experience with pumps and controls. You would be performing various pump tests, start up, diagnose, and repair VFDs, install discharge piping, and perform various duties associated with water wells and distribution systems. Willing to train the qualified candidate. Also, they have a position open for a pump installer. Again, a sign-on bonus is with this position as well, looking for someone who is self-motivated, has a clean driving record, and the ability to obtain their CDL. You would be installing and removing various types of pumps, and again, performing various duties associated with water wells and distribution systems. Willing to train qualified candidate for both positions, offering competitive wages, health insurance, 401k, life insurance, supplemental insurance, as well as vacation, sick, and holiday pay. They are an equal opportunity employer. Give them a call at 872-5125. You can go online to sergeantirrigation.com or apply in person at their office located on West Highway 2 in Broken Bow. That is Sergeant Drilling.
Not only was that an efficient job, and bringing those jobs to our listenership out there. It was exhilarating.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Dave.
We'll be right back after these words.
Ever feel like your insurance company doesn't know you?
Insurance Corporation will issue generic plans where agricultural activities occur.
Only a human can visit your farm or ranch to know what you need. Find out why Farm Bureau Financial Services is the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it. Talk to an agent today or visit fbfs.com/protect. #1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2019 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
Welcome back to school, back to the classroom, back to friends, and back
Join
to
us for our
savings with
8-man
Great Plains
game of the week
Communications.
as we go
Sign
to
up for
Mullen,
high-speed
where the
internet
Mullen
and receive
Broncos
2 months free. Upgrade your current speed and receive a $50 bill credit. Sign up for any new service and receive free installation. High-speed internet and savings from Great Plains Communications are here to welcome you back. Contact us at 877-839-9494 or go to gpcom.com/welcome back. Speed and service availability may vary by location and other restrictions may apply.
Welcome to the future of soybean biologicals. This is the first dimension of Vault IP Plus seed treatment. Witness a state-of-the-art dual-strain biological.
This is the second dimension, best-in-class nitrogen fixation.
Enter the third dimension with the lowest application rate in its class.
Introducing
Vault IP
Plus seed treatment.
The fully dimensional soybean biological.
BASF. We create chemistry. Always read and follow label directions.
all those people, and I just don't. I have a little trouble remembering, my first cousin's name. So take it away, guys. It's time for the Fox Theater highlight.
Well, thank you, Dave.
And I don't want to take credit for knowing.
Especially for your humility in stepping aside.
I watch a lot. I'm that kind of person that when I take the time to watch a new movie, I usually fall in love with it. I'm very difficult to disappoint when it comes to a new movie, and I usually fall in love with a movie, and I'll watch it several times. Gone in 60 Seconds with Nick Cage was on TV the other night. It's a 2-star rated movie, but every time I see it on TV,
I don't care. It's 5-star rated in my book.
I still watch it.
I think
I've seen that
love
movie
that
9 times. But that's how I roll with movies.
And even though you know how it's going to end, you still get excited on the final chase scene.
Yep.
Yeah,
you do.
Well, here's what's showing at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Dave's over here just smiling. All right, showing right now, for the next couple of days anyway, you got The Green Knight. That's rated R, and that is showing currently at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Also getting ready to wrap up its run is Free Guy. Now, this is the movie with Ryan Reynolds, and I know Jeremy I'm not really familiar with the Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
But, you know how, I grew up with Siskel and Ebert.
Yeah.
Okay? So you would watch Siskel and Ebert to see if it was thumbs up or thumbs down. But now I think that everybody goes to Rotten Tomatoes to see the rating it gets or whatever. But they're saying it's certified fresh. Right? On Rotten Tomatoes? What does that mean?
Pretty difficult to do. Basically, it's the opposite of a Rotten Tomato. You can go all the way down to they've got the different pictures that they'll put next to the movies, and it'll be as bad as like a Rotten Tomato with flies flying around it if it's a really bad movie. But certified fresh is like up there with the best that you can get. So it's they have all kinds of different people that review and watch the movies, and then they all put their scores in together and combine it to come up with that overall score.
Yeah, I don't think it's not just like one person reviewing a movie. It's like from all kinds of people who went to see it, right?
Yep, and then you can go on there and also see, you can be like an amateur movie reviewer and put in your own movie reviews, so you get 2 different scores. But
Cool.
Do you want to hear the synopsis of Free Guy?
Sure, yes. Please share.
A bank teller who discovers he is actually a background player in an open-world video game decides to become the hero of his own story, one that he rewrites himself. Now in a world where there are no limits, he is determined to be the guy who saves his world his way before it's too late.
Ooh.
Sounds pretty intense.
It looks like a special effects extravaganza, too.
Yeah, just based off of the cover of the movie, I can tell that. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
So anyway, still a chance to see that tonight and tomorrow, and then it's going to end its run. So if you want to see Free Guy, make sure you get in to see it at the Fox Theater. And then one for the kids. Again, I do think Carl was watching this yesterday on Kristen's computer screen out there. Paw Patrol. They've made a movie.
Do you want to hear the synopsis?
I would love to hear the synopsis, man.
It's longer than the last one.
Is it? Well, there's
Paw
a lot
Patrol's
that goes,
pretty deep.
There's a lot that goes on in Paw Patrol.
The Paw Patrol is on a roll when their biggest rival, Humdinger, becomes mayor of nearby Adventure City and starts wreaking havoc. Ryder and everyone's favorite heroic pups kick into high gear to face the challenge head on. While one pup must face his past in Adventure City, the team finds help from a new ally, the savvy Dachshund Liberty. Together, armed with exciting new gadgets and gear, the Paw Patrol fights to save the citizens of Adventure City. Joining the Paw Patrol in this thrilling first big-screen adventure are members from the original series cast, along with Lane Armitage, Marcy Martin, Yara Shahidi, Kim Kardashian West, Randall Park, Dax Shepard, with Tyler Perry and Jimmy Kimmel, and introducing Will Brisbane.
There you go. So Paw Patrol, it's continuing to show at the Fox Theater. It'll continue through the weekend as well and into next week. And then you got 2 movies that are coming new. The latest in the Marvel universe. I'm a Marvel guy, but I got to be honest, this character and this storyline I'm not all that familiar with. I'm going to go see it anyway.
They've got you.
Yeah. I think that when I first said this, I said Shang-Chi. But I think I heard on the trailer that it's Shang-Chi, I think. But anyway, Shang-Chi we'll go with that. And The Legend of the Ten Rings, one of the big summer blockbusters as we start to wrap up the summertime of movies. It's coming to the Fox Theater, and it will be showing beginning on Friday. It'll run through the holiday weekend and into next week, so check it out. Also, Jennifer Hudson is back on the big screen, and she's going to portray Aretha Franklin.
Saw some previews on that in a visit with her. She has a background with Aretha Franklin, so she's really going to do a good job.
Yeah. It's, as you might guess, the movie is called Respect. And it's a kind of a biographical movie of Aretha Franklin, and that'll start showing on Friday and continue through the weekend into next week as well. It's all at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. They got some great movies coming up, too. The Addams Family 2 will be arriving soon, and the new, speaking of Marvel, the new Venom movie, Let There Be Carnage, will be coming later as well.
Oh, man.
And so those are some of the things that are showing and will be showing at the Fox Theater. Of course, thanks to Nebraska State Bank, they do the free popcorn every Tuesday night, which is always a hit. And, hey, it's a holiday weekend.
Right.
So enjoy the holiday weekend and take the family out to the movies at the Fox Theater.
Great idea. Jeremy, as long as you're here, anything on your mind about what's going on with KCNI, KVBN, or other than that you'd like to highlight this morning?
No.
Okay. Got those beautiful speakers in front of you there.
Yeah.
Those are part of the Big Red giveaway, right?
Yeah, part of that. And the JBL ones are, well, let's see here. They're waterproof. IPX7 waterproof, whatever that means.
Waterproof.
Sounds impressive.
Sounds good.
Waterproof sounds pretty impressive. It's got speakerphone, too, so you can talk to people through your phone on this. And then I think the Bose ones are water resistant, and rugged.
Sound great.
And you can pair two different phones for party modes so that you can kind of DJ the night with two different people.
Wow. You can have a battle of the bands.
Yeah, you could do that.
Now, those are part of the giveaway, or those are like just bonus gifts for the staff for doing a great job?
Well, they're part of the giveaway.
Oh.
I've only got 4 of them. Okay. We'd have to leave 4 people out.
Let's see, that would be Shannon.
No, you could still give
Christy.
away 2 speakers, but I thought maybe
just bonus the other 2.
Yeah,
maybe
one for you and one for me with all the work we've been putting in lately.
Only thing I've thought about doing that's even remotely close to that is I thought it would be hilarious to do Employee of the Month parking.
Oh my!
Just because our parking spots are literally all right there, and you'd only be gaining like 5 feet.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I mentioned this a few months ago, and guess who?
Oh, I know who
was really, really into it. It would just literally be that last spot on the cement, the furthest spot on the cement out, 3 feet closer to the door than everyone else, and we all know who was really into that. She's like, "Oh, I'm getting that."
Let me guess.
Yeah. You want to take any guesses on that?
Jeez.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little sign that says reserved, which I think would be hilarious because you're only going up against 7 others every month.
If you implemented Employee of the Month, Christy would lay a complete resume of everything she's done during the course of the month on your desk.
It
saying
might backfire on her.
Why she should be Employee of the Month.
I'll just ask how long it took her to put that resume together.
There you go.
Hey, what else have you been doing?
Yeah. Please tell me you didn't do this during company time.
Yeah, not on your own time. Guys, the Redhead has called in a request, which we can use to close the show with. And maybe if we play this request, it'll kind of soften things up a little bit until I get my lawyer to sue her.
Oh, I don't know if they'll soften up that much more anymore.
Well, it couldn't hurt. Now we were talking about September. There's a song called September, according to the Redhead. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh.
Released. I don't know if I've ever heard it. Have you guys?
I don't know.
I hope
It'd be one of those ones when I hear it, I recognize it.
Yeah, and I hope also if we play it, it's okay to play. But I think Earth, Wind, and Fire probably would be.
I would think so.
But we thought Zac Brown was too, and we got burned on that one.
Yeah, we did. Well, that was part of that was we didn't pick a specific song. We just said play the Zac Brown band, and the next thing you know, our little Alexa device over there is like pulling out some obscure album cut that was a little bit.
It sounded like a live cut, is what it sounded
pushing
like.
the boundaries.
Yeesh.
It's just like, where in the world did you find this? Of all the hits the Zac Brown band has, she decided to play that one.
Well, we'll just have to trust the Redhead.
Okay.
And I don't know if one of you guys could make. Well, this is a guy now, you know. It's not a gal.
Yeah. When did the voice change? Did you
the
know
voice
that, Jeremy?
changed?
Yeah, it's when we use the little Alexa device. It's a guy that talks to us.
Well, I don't
it kind
know.
of
I
caught
didn't
Dave
change-
and I off
I
guard.
didn't
It's like,
change
who
that.
is this?
I did not make that change.
I think he's from Turkey or somewhere like that. But he's got a big, deep voice. Yeah.
My Siri lady on my phone is Australian.
Well, that's kind of cool. I love the Australian accent.
Me too.
In fact, my grandson set up my phone to have it was Australian as well when you got a call, and it would tell you the name of the caller in Australian. Kind of cool. Okay, who wants to try here? Because I'm.
Let Jeremy. He's better
What's
at
the
talking
song
to
called?
these devices than I am.
Oops. Got it. September is what it's called. Okay. Alexa, play September by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Hello.
Oh, I don't think the pot's up.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Hey.
All right.
We didn't get to hear the voice though.
Should we
That's
start
all right.
over?
Yeah, start over.
Alexa, stop. We want to hear your voice.
We want to hear that. Big
But
one.
this is really smoothing things over with the Redhead now. You stopped the song right after you started to play it.
Well, I don't care. I'm going to sue her anyway.
Alexa, play September by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
September by Earth, Wind, and Fire from Spotify.
Wow. Here we go. Have yourself a great day, everybody. Thanks
Bye.
for listening. Bye.
or Italian sausage on the grill.